Guys, welcome back to Active Football TV. We miss you guys. I know you guys missed us. We have a whole lot of football antics going on over the world there. Chelsea players running away, or Chelsea players trying to say that the new management might not be able to hold them going forward. Nice to see you, Mr. Wilson, today. You look quite astonishing. Nice to have you too. Is it Pastor or
Mr. Keller.
Mr. Kellum?
Mr. Keller.
The Manchester United legend.
Yes.
Yeah. First off, Lionel Messi rejecting Barcelona. What's your take on that?
Well, I'm not surprised. He made mention of him being there so that most player is going to go out, like him coming back to the club. They will deduct some salary and they're going to sell most players. So he doesn't want to be the reason for them to sell most players and the reduct salary. So he preferred going to Inter Miami. I think it's a very good deal for him. So I'm very happy for the deal for him.
I also accept with his reasoning because right now Barcelona are suffering financially and he wouldn't be of any good economically to them. So I think that was a good choice by him.
Yes, because most of the players left without them getting paid. Like Piqué forfeited almost 50 million euros for them, which we know is even more than. So I think him going back to the club will be a very big financial breakdown to the club, and it's going to really affect them. So he going to Inter Miami. I'm really happy with the deal, and I hope that he comes out very good for him.
Do you feel he had a whole lot to offer in Europe before still going there? Because he scored one of the fastest goals in his career and quite beautiful, just Lionel Messi.
Well,
against Australia.
Someone who has won the Ballon d'Or 7 times and counting, because who knows if he's going to win it again. So I don't think he has anything to offer again in Europe. But he has quite said that he's more focused on his personal life than even the Ballon d'Or. They asked him in a recent interview. So I think he has won everything. So
he is the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or.
To you,
not to me, to the bookers, and also we can confirm that.
Well, even if he's the favorite, I don't think he deserves it, because I think I'm going to give it to Erling Haaland, because Erling Haaland has really proven himself and he has really won a lot of things at a very young age. So I think I'll give it to Erling Haaland.
The Ballon d'Or organizations insisted. Normally they said the world best, the Ballon d'Or will be measured going forward. Will be measured from just a calendar, from normal August down to either May or June, whenever they stop. But right now, they say the World Cup will be included in this year's credibility going forward to check.
Even if the World Cup is included, let's not also forget that Kylian Mbappe has a very fantastic World Cup matches he played.
But what do you feel?
Even if he didn't win the cup, it was a game of a penalty shootout, which was not really very that convincing. Even if they were not that favorite to win the trophy. So I think if you are coming in the statistics of the World Cup, there are many other players who actually deserve it, even if they didn't win the cup. You are simple like some player that has also won cup, and at the end they didn't get the Ballon d'Or.
But we are not just talking about any player. We are talking about Lionel
Messi. I understand where you are going to. Someone who has won the Ballon d'Or 7 times, what is he looking for again?
He is not the one looking for. This is just. Don't you think it's a personal accolade to settle him off?
He has already been settled. I
want to hear from Mr. Wilson. The Ballon d'Or made mention that the World Cup is also a criteria for them to measure the best player for their own series.
Who is
your favorite to win the Ballon d'Or?
If you go through the World Cup, the 2 best players at the World Cup was Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe scored a trick at the final, Messi scored 2. And Mbappe won the Golden Boot, while Messi won the best player. So now, regarding the World Cup to use as the listing for the Ballon d'Or, I believe since Lionel Messi scored about 9 goals, Mbappe scored 10, and Messi won best player and Messi won the World Cup. I think if FIFA or UEFA want to give the Ballon d'Or, I think it will go to Messi. But I agree with what he said. Right now, Lionel Messi is no more in Europe. He's no more in Europe, and right now I believe that the next person for Ballon d'Or, I would think they should give it, and I feel that the person that deserves Ballon d'Or right now is Erling Haaland.
That is your perception. I clearly agree with you. But the Ballon d'Or are judged on past performance. You said he left Europe. He was in Europe last year. Yes, he was in Europe last year. Based on performance, he was in Europe. And going by goal contribution and everything, he even have an equivalent goal to contribution rate just close to Erling Haaland. Yes, Erling Haaland won the treble. But for me, even according to the bookers, it's also there in the net. Lionel Messi is the favorite to win the 8th Ballon d'Or.
One thing about this Ballon d'Or is that every year they bring different tactics, they bring different ways of giving out the award. 2010, Lionel Messi did not win the Champions League. He didn't win. At the end of the day, they brought another actor that he scored 90 something calendar goal and they gave it to him. Why that year was the Wesley Schneider was the best player.
Okay.
At the end of the day, they give it to Lionel Messi. So this year, anything can still happen.
I'll quickly have a
I don't see the
disagreement
reason
there.
of
You know that time Ballon d'Or, the France Football Awards were partnering with the FIFA the best, with FIFA. But now the Ballon d'Or is not partnering with FIFA
anymore.
Yes. So FIFA is an award on its own, and the Ballon d'Or is an award on its own. Now, the France Football Association is a different association. So that's why in 2010, they were a joint body. And if you want to check by some statistics, they merit it. If not, if you are going to question that, you should question also in the 2013, when Cristiano Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or. He was not the best player per terms of goal contribution by club side and trophy. Ribery was the favorite, but Cristiano Ronaldo won it. Well, let's leave that for another day. Let's quickly run into your clubs. What is happening? Chelsea players are running away. What is happening in London? What is happening in the bridge?
I don't think Chelsea players are running away. That is the best thing for them to do, because I believe this is a new board and this is a new coach.
Yes.
And a new pattern. As long as Pochettino is coming, he has already told the board that he knows that he will let so many players go. We have about 31 players at a disposal, and some of them are still coming back from loan. People like Nkuku will be coming back, Lukaku, most of them, plus the 31 players, joining all those players, it will be about 40 players in a team. And whereby we still have some quality players in which they can cash in to get money from.
Kevin, I think it's Kai Havertz, your Champions League scorer, who gave you the Champions League medal, said he wants to leave. Do you feel the manager have prompted him to say that, I don't feel you are in my plans and I don't see you in my team's plan? For him to make that statement.
One thing I believe about Chelsea Football Club is that any player that decides to leave, let him go. I believe even if you go, the club will still be there. After all, it happened to Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was saying, I want to go. I don't know where did he end it. He ended in
over to Mount
career.
What is happening? You have an outrageous amount of money for somebody who has just less than a year to run down his contract. The rejected Manchester United bid of £40 million.
I believe that Man's situation is very, very different from other Chelsea players. I believe that for Chelsea to reject £40 million for 1 year contract for Messi, that means they have plans.
They feel you can resign?
Yes, I believe they will offer him the contract he is really asking for them to reject all those offers from Manchester United. I believe that all this is happening because Pochettino has already made some calls and telling them that they shouldn't let Man go. So if not, I believe that as a 1 year player, a 1 year contract player for £40 million is a fair amount of money.
A quick one to your player, Pulisic. Whenever he puts on the USA jersey, he becomes prime Cristiano Ronaldo. What's happening? What can you have to say about that?
The truth about Pulisic is that Pulisic is a very nice, good player. He's a nice player. Just that he's an injury prone. All his career, even from Dortmund to Chelsea to national team. I know sometimes if he's injury free, you will see the best of Pulisic. When Frank Lampard was appointed Chelsea manager, it was Pulisic that took them to 4th position and they qualified the Champions League. The problem with Pulisic is that he's an injury prone. If injury can allow Pulisic 1 full year without going to injury, he will play. But I don't think so. If Pulisic play like five straight match or 4 straight match in a row, before you know you get some injury.
Is the Chelsea number 9 jersey cost? That's what I should ask you, because the last person to wear it did not do well, and who left it hanging as a high prestige was Didier Drogba. Do you feel Chelsea Football Club need an African number 9 to propel the club to a higher glory?
The difference between wearing number 9 jersey and playing as a number 9 position at Chelsea.
Okay.
The number 9 jersey, if you say it's cost, I will laugh because almost everybody that wore that number 9, they always change jersey. The only person that refused wearing that number 9 and he played very well was Diego Costa. But after we had 9 and later changed to 29. Oliver Giroud is another person. Oliver Giroud not even wearing 9, he wore 18. So all the people wearing number 9, even Lukaku wore the number 9. He was misfiring. Then now Aubameyang is the same thing. So to show how this number 9 jersey has been for Chelsea. So I believe that as per se that the number 9 jersey is called. If Chelsea can even retire that number 9 jersey, I will really be glad, because I believe anybody wearing that number 9 particular jersey, they are not really functioning.
Okay, a quick one to finalize on your take on Kovacic. I think he's set to be resold for £40 million to Manchester City. Is it a good business deal for Chelsea Football Club?
I would say that is the best ever deal that Chelsea have ever made. Chelsea signed Kovacic for Real Madrid for 40 million pounds for 5 years ago, and now they want to sell it for 40 million pounds. It's a fair business, which I would really, if one thing I love Chelsea is that I love Kovacic. He's a nice player. He's a very good midfielder.
Versatile and agile.
Yes, a very good midfielder. But if he wishes to go, let him go.
A quick one over to you, Mr. Caleb. Manchester United are interested in signing Bayern Leverkusen 65 million rated forward Diaby.
Well, one thing with all these players is that they have really not really proven themselves in other top leagues. So
scoring 14 goals and
they have really
11 assists.
Yes, I understand. That seems like
Jordan Sancho.
Jordan Sancho and this former Chelsea player Timo Werner. They really did. Even Kai Havertz at the time he was struggling in the Premier League before he started adapting to the system of play there. So them signing them, buying them is not the problem. It's for the inability of them to adapt to the coach system of play and to adapt to English football, which is very difficult. We have seen most players that has come to English football. Let me not use Manchester United as an example. Let me use English football as and we see them finding it very difficult to adapt to and to settle down in the team. So signing him is not the player. Our major concern is he going to deliver? Is he going to give us what we really want? We all have known that Manchester United have really looked for that number 9 for a very long time. So after the likes of Lukaku, that was the only number 9 that really tried in Manchester United. I don't think we have ever gotten any solid number 9 ever since then. So we need someone that will come and deliver, not just because of the money. So we just need someone that will deliver.
There's rumors going around. Tottenham are considering a £50 million bid for your winger Jordan Sancho, which I feel he has not actually played worth the money you guys bought him from Borussia Dortmund.
Well, Ten Hag is trying to revive Jordan Sancho. At the beginning of this season, I think he sent him to an exile somewhere in Ajax, according to the media. He came back and we are seeing, though we haven't really seen that Jordan Sancho of Borussia Dortmund, but you can see there is a lot of improvement. I think he scored seven Premier League goals last season, so there was a little bit of improvement from him this season than last season. And secondly, we cannot set Jordan Sancho to Tottenham. Not just that we have a problem with Tottenham because of Danny Liver as a whole. How would Danny Liver put Harry Kane that doesn't even have a contract with them for 120 million or there, but you expect other clubs to do this players to you? So I don't think Jordan Sancho going to Tottenham is a good idea, and I don't think Manchester United is going to sell it to them unless they are going to do a trade by butter business. If they should give us Harry Kane, then we'll balance them up with Jordan Sancho. If that is the case, then he's good to go. But I don't see Manchester United selling him.
Aston Villa have successfully signed Yuri Talisman for free. But that is not actually the big contention for the market. Manchester United have asked the intermediaries about Inter Milan captain Lautaro Martinez. And I also saw that Harry Kane, Manchester United don't want to go into a bidding war because it's always difficult to buy from Levy, especially from Tottenham Hotspur. So Manchester United, though, are still in the corner between Lautaro Martinez, who might be in the market for Inter Milan. Would Manchester United wait for Harry Kane, or would Manchester United go for Lautaro Martinez?
First of all, I would choose Harry Kane over Lautaro Martinez. When it comes to age, Martinez is kind of better, but Martinez, we all watched this game in the Champions League final. He killed the game. So Manchester United needs just that number 9. You can see what Harry Kane is doing in the Premier League with dying Tottenham. Maybe don't put struggling because Tottenham is already dead. So with that kind of thing, he's getting 30 goals in a season, and he has made the English media just move focus on him and face on Haaland because he's first in the box. And Kane did a very good job. In as much as I want the deal to work, I want Manchester United to even if it's to break the bank and get Harry Kane, because I'm very sure that Harry Kane is going to give us something we have really lacked in that front for a very long time.
Okay, a quick one. What's happening with Mason Greenwood's future in Manchester United? And also, there are some rumors going around that your bid is closing from the Quatara group. They are trying to seal Manchester United.
Well, let me start with Mason Mount. I think Chelsea are being greedy in that game. Though he's one of their best key players, but I'll be very disappointed if Manchester United should buy Mason Mount for that 80 million fee, 70 or 80 million fee for me. is very outrageous, because we are not even sure if you, even though he's a good player and they say he fits into Tottenham, we are not even sure he will come and do well in Manchester United. You can see top teams even go there to struggle. So even like people like Jadon Sancho, so getting him for that amount is very outrageous. If Manchester United could get him within 55 million with add-ons, I think it's a very good. But for that kind of 80 or 70 million, it's a very bad deal for Manchester United. It's very costly. The guy is very costly. I don't think Manchester United should just look for other options. Then going over to the Qatari industry, I don't really know what is actually happening. Today we hear that we are close. Tomorrow we are hearing. I think the Glazers are trying to do business with Manchester. They're trying to. I don't feel really they are still having that doubt in mind of them selling Manchester United. I don't really know what they are actually doing, but in as much as we, as a Manchester United fan all over the world, we want the quarter to take over from us, so that we can, you know how all money does when they come into a new club. So in as much as we want something like that, we don't really know what is happening. With the news I even saw recently, I heard that they say it's not even going to be yet till mid-season of this coming season. So I'm just tired of the deal. Tomorrow we hear a good news from the other side. Tomorrow we hear another bad news. So let's just hope it happens. And I hope Graza says Manchester United, so that we bring back that old golden days which Sir Alex Ferguson bet for us.
Yeah, I will come back to you. A quick one to you, Mr. Wilson. I think the purchase of we see you lingering around Casado. Does it fit into Chelsea plans going forward to spend closely about £100,000 for him?
The kind of football Pochettino want to play with Chelsea, I believe Casado will fit in, because the reason why they want to sign Casado is because of they want to free Enzo Fernandez so that he will go back to the central midfielder. Because of lack of player Chelsea have, Enzo Fernandez is playing defensive midfield. So if we can get Casado, it will make him more attacking. So I believe that I believe if we Chelsea signing Casado, it will not be a one day contract more, because I believe that they want to use 3 tiers of payment. They will pay 40 million or upward. Then in 2 years time, they will pay the remaining amount. That's the deal that Chelsea want to do. They don't want to pay the 80 million pounds at once. They want to pay by three tiers of payments, installments. Yeah, so
a big one from Real Madrid. They are known to be buying players from 100 million up to show how they are the Galacticos. Jude Bellingham. And quickly let's flash look at what Toni Kroos said in reference to Eden Hazard, that there are players who have been bought for that certain amount of money and they could not perform.
Toni Kroos shouldn't compare Jude and Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was a promising player, which the world saw what he played at Chelsea. Even Toni Kroos knows that even when Real Madrid signed Eden Hazard, but all of them, they were happy. They know that they bought a class player. I believe that what causes Eden Hazard was because of the overweight and injuries. If not for the overweight and injury, Hazard could have delivered the match. Though at the end of the day, he didn't deliver, but you shouldn't use Hazard's case to compare Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is a kind of player I love so much. I love the way he plays in midfield. The reason why he's complaining because for him to sign Jude Bellingham, his playing time will be limited. So that's the reason why that's the reason why he's complaining. For Madrid to sign Jude Bellingham, for Toni Kroos to see match, I don't think that playing time will still be there. The only time I can tell you, Toni Kroos, let him look for a new club. As long as Jude Bellingham is there, his playing time is over. His playing time.
Okay, sorry, I need you to say something. What do you think? Is it only injuries and being overweight that was Hazard problem, or was Hazard? Do you feel Hazard feed into Madrid's system of play? Because I feel Hazard did not ever fit into the way they played.
When Madrid signed Hazard, there was no Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
So I believe that Hazard could have fit into the Madrid team more comfortably, because when they signed Hazard, he was on his prime. In which Madrid don't have any player better than him then. Apart from let me remove Benzema due to the goal scoring. Apart from Benzema, then there's no Madrid forward that's better than Eden Hazard when they signed him. You cannot compare Eden Hazard to Vecino. Forget about the injury and the overweight. You can never use Eden Hazard to compare Vecino. So that is it.
But do you know now we can compare now, because they came to the same team. He proved a point. Even the so-called Vinicius did not even play well from the beginning, but at a point he raised his game up.
Yeah, exactly.
We can say he performed better than Eden Hazard.
At Real Madrid.
Yes.
Yes, at Real Madrid, you can never use the senior junior to compare it at Real Madrid. But the general statistics.
But for you to perform at Madrid, it means Madrid is a. You should know Madrid are the two global clubs in the world.
I know, but remember that there are a lot of world class players that went to Real Madrid that didn't perform well.
Okay, I know that.
The lack of Kaka, most of them they didn't perform. So Hazard is not the first person.
Kaka was like a one-season player to me. So to say,
so because the profile that they gave Kaka, at the end of the day, the expectation was not there. So
to me, I feel the problem with Eden Hazard was Madrid system did not fit him. I had preferred would have gone to FC Barcelona.
And I don't think so because the formation that Madrid is playing is almost the same thing that Chelsea is playing. So
he was actually going there to replace Ronaldo. Ronaldo was a goal machine. Hazard is not a goal machine.
Can I say something? See, one thing that killed Hazard in Madrid, one was pride.
Thank you.
I could remember when Mikel said that he doesn't train in Chelsea. Okay. Now you have come to a new club. You know that this club that attack and track. Have you seen Madrid tracking back? As in when they are loss of possession. So we all know that Hazard is the kind of player that doesn't track much back. Yeah. He's always at the front line looking for a pass, and one inability for him to get most of all these passes will make him will not be in the game. And you know the system of game in Madrid that if you don't show in the game instantly they are going to change you. So in as much as Hazard has had that pride and thinking that okay, since I can do it in Chelsea, I can work for him. I don't need to train much. Like Mikel say, he doesn't train much in this that things will just go his way, which is not being done. When you come to a new system like this, you need to settle down and look for work hard,
link up with the teammate,
beating your ass morning and night, and know that this is what I need to be done. When he eventually signed for Madrid, he was overweight. The media saw it. That was when he could have taken correction. He was thinking that okay, this is how I used to be in Chelsea. That everything will come through for me. Didn't know that this is another league different, and this is Spanish league, and this is the first time of him going.
And the Spanish league is not even compared to
the Premier League. Yes. Unfortunately for him, it was a very big disappointment because of the weight. He got most of his injury, and it's actually killed his career. So I think the Hazard didn't really do well, and that pride in him. Actually think because Chelsea needed him most. He was thinking like, okay, if I don't actually go there, if I don't go to Madrid, nobody would replace me in Chelsea. Shocking for him as he left. He didn't do 2 years. Chelsea won the Champions League. So I think that pride killed him, and I hope he has learned from it.
Garnacho, one of Manchester United's most promising talent, made his Argentina debut in the friendly in Australia. A win over Australia, right?
Well, I heard his first pass was given to him by Lionel Messi. That was his debut match in the National League. So it's a very good distance. It's a promising start. I think Argentina have much promising start, even if the likes of Messi retires and Di Maria. So I see them still dominating the world of football in no short commentary. So I think it's a very good stepping stone for him.
There is a list coming out from Manchester United, and David De Gea is not among the Manchester United players seasoned to be retained.
Well,
is that good news?
Very good news. Very, very good news. Very, very good news. I like what I saw. I've been complaining this week in that we need a replacement. And David De Gea is the kind of goalkeeper that who want to be a second choice goalkeeper. So I think him leaving the club is a very good. If you can get the likes of Raya or Costa, it will be because if you watch the Retan Harbour from Ajax, he's the kind of coach that play from the back. That is why most of the game Manchester United have not been dominated.
He beat Onana.
Yes. If you can see Onana is a midfielder goalkeeper. So you can see. So I think it's a very good news for him. He has been our legend. We are very proud of him. He has saved us week in week out. But as football advances in time to come, you know that a goalkeeper is not just only good with your hands; you must also be good with your feet.
Okay, that's a good one. Also, your player in the women's football, there's one of your good player, the name is not at my head at the moment, who's leaving to Arsenal. I know he knows about the women.
Lucia, what did they say? I saw that. No, Lucia, that number 7. So I saw that news this morning. He says he's not going to extend his contract after this season. He's going to live on a free. This is that he's very disappointed in the sense. I don't know the issue he has. It's one of the issue he has with the women team, but I think he's one of the best teams so far for Manchester United. Manchester women. He has really helped us this season. He has been scoring 9 minutes goals for us. So I think it's a very it's not a very good deal for Manchester United. I hope you can be able to convince him. Though he said she has made up her mind, and she going over to Arsenal is a very good step up for Arsenal for
Arsenal
next season.
submitted an improved offer for Declan Rice after doing a Gary Gary bargain of, of an £80 million to be paid in 4 years.
Well, I will not be surprised. Arsenal will eventually end up like Man. This season will not sign any player because I don't see the reason why you say you want to win the Premier League next season according to you, and you can't just bring up money and buy players. You can't just now. This is the time that the management just need to support Arteta, and you are pricing.
They have a 200 million war chest, first of its kind
they are pricing
in Emirates.
You and I know that the Canari's market value. We are even lucky that it's not up to 150 million as it was before. So that means you guys could have, if you guys were giving 200 and you move 150 million, then how many would have remained? So the improved bid itself, I don't even think West Ham is going to. West Ham say 100 million with add-ons. So if we are just pricing them like.
Don't you feel they will accept because they have not rejected? They might be having a round table.
The news is not the news. So far so good. We haven't heard anything good or bad, but I think it's not going to be a very realistic. I think they might add 1 or 2 money on top of it so that we know something about add-ons. Sometimes you might play the whole of your football and the add-ons will not be paid because you didn't meet up.
Some are not realistic.
So I think they will maybe want to make it 95, maybe 5 million add-ons, so it will favor them.
Yeah, a quick one to you. Chelsea supporters trust make rapid new sponsorship decision from 40 million thought bodily call backfires. A new sponsor is coming to take over your shirt and they are actually bidding. And I saw Stake coming out with a club deal to run with your club. Will you still hold on to the former one or will you take a decision to go with Stake heading into the new season?
I saw the news yesterday. When I saw the news yesterday, I was kind of laughing. Though they have already made up their mind that this year they will leave 3. They have already decided that they will leave the British sponsor, which is 3. Yes. You know, there were 2 sponsors who were coming for the Alliance and the Stake. And now it was decided that Stake bid for the £3 million for the sponsorship deal. So I believe if they will negotiate the deal very well, it will be Stake next season. Yeah. Beginning of from pre-season, you will see the.
And there's a backlash from the Chelsea supporters' trust that your board will be accepting gambling. That gambling is crime, gambling is not something to go into, and all that. What is your take on it? They say gambling destroys lives, gambling destroys families, gambling destroys relationships, gambling destroys people. That if Chelsea partner, promote, and facilitate this company, it will make a total mockery of the incredible work of the Chelsea Foundation.
Though I don't know the reason why they are saying gambling. I don't know where the gambling is coming from. If it's for the sponsorship or the way they sell player or the way they want to run the club. You know, this is a new owner. A new owner will like to do anything he thinks it will be better for the club. You know, something that is new is always hard. That's one thing about life. Something that is new, something that you feel that this person is doing, you will feel if you see that this person is doing wrong, at the end of the day, you will see that what the person is doing is not wrong. He's trying his best. If you want to see what Todbol is doing, Todbol is not doing wrong. He's trying to bring the best for the team. He's trying to do the best for the team. I don't know what he's doing as if it's not working out. It's not his fault. But I believe with time, Chelsea will bounce back and we will see the Chelsea that we know. I believe that.
The Premier League fixtures are out. You are hosting Liverpool the first day of the season. Is that the first good game to kick off the campaign?
No, when I saw the fixture, it was at least it was on Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday. I saw the fixture. I was laughing when I saw Chelsea Liverpool the first one. I said, though it's a fair fixture. It's good right now, so that we know that we are playing one of the difficult teams in Premiership. So that fixture is again that I don't think that I cannot predict Liverpool beating Chelsea because that is the first game of the year. So and Chelsea is home. I don't see Liverpool beating us. So I can't just decide. I can't just say that Liverpool is going to beat Chelsea. This is a new coach, new system of play, and new players. It's going to be a difficult game for both sides.
I think Manchester United will be hosting Wolves on a Monday evening.
I think we will continue our home record this season because Wolves were demolished by Arsenal 5-0 at the end of the season. So I hope it's not a threat. And so far, so good. we haven't heard them make any contact with any player, or maybe see the same thing. And we know how these clubs do. Maybe they eventually go into the market and still see one or two player. But I think it's a very good feature, depending on who starts the game for us and depending on the market what we get in the market this season. So I'm very confident that we will get a 3 points. Unlike last season, which we lost our two first.
Okay, I can
first
clearly
games.
say Arsenal have a rollover over Nottingham Forest because we are the people we flocked in the Emirates more than 5, and if we wanted to give them 7, it would have been a more performance. I think
Well,
as
well, I actually agree with you. Depending on if you guys sign player, because
no, we are going to get players.
the player that plays against Nottingham Forest, if it's the same team that's going to play against them this beginning of the season, you still go home with a lose.
No, we are going to flog them. We're going to flog them. Yeah, a quick one. Nigeria. Let's switch over to Nigeria so that we'll round up. Nigeria is going to be playing the last qualifications for the CAF. What do you think about heading to that match?
After playing 9-0 as our second leg, I think by now we should have qualified for this game. And the people we are playing is the people that we play 9-0. Should be 2 or there what they are bad. I think Nigeria is going to qualify. We just need a point to qualify. Though one of our opponents has already gotten the 10 points which they have qualified. So Nigeria just need a draw or a win to qualify. So I think it's a very good game and we are going to win.
Okay, Nigeria will be going away from home to Sierra Leone. What's your final prediction? Because of time, being time conscious. And also, let's look at the Spain-Croatia final in the UEFA Nations.
Okay, I will go with what it says. I see Nigeria beating Sierra Leone. You know, when I check Nigeria head to head with Sierra Leone, I don't think Sierra Leone have even won Nigeria. Or if they have won Nigeria, it is only once. And I believe for the kind of players I saw that they invited, I don't see Sierra Leone getting anything, whether home or away. I see Nigeria thrashing Sierra Leone.
Okay. So what's your prediction? Croatia, Spain. UEFA Nations.
You know, yesterday I was watching Italy versus Spain. That game was a crucial game, and it was better for that was watching the game. When they were playing that game, Spain scored first, Italy equalized. So the game was going fair. There was one clear chance. There was a goal that Italy scored, though. They say it's also they did not use VAR. I didn't wish they use VAR. That goal could have counted. They use the fastest means, the technology they use at World Cup. That's what they use at that UEFA Nation League semi-final. It was the thing that called the ball offside. They used VAR. VAR didn't detect it. It was that technology that they used that detected offside. If it was VAR, that goal should have been counted. Though that Croatia Spain is going to be a very difficult game, but I believe that it's time for Croatia to win trophy. The coach, third league of Croatia, the coach has tried for them. I believe Croatia will beat Spain.
And why do you think the Premier League is afraid of allowing that FIFA technology to come into the league?
I don't know what to say, because I believe that sometimes the EPL officials, they do make mistakes, a lot of mistakes.
A whole lot
of mistakes. If that thing can come to EPL, I believe it's going to help. It's really going to help. It's really going to help.
Okay, a quick one for the finalization. Can you give us your take on Croatia, Spain?
Well, I will go with Spain. I really like. He asked me, why they support Spain. I don't know. I just like that football. I like an entertaining football. I like possession of football. In as much as I want my team to play something like that in time to come.
No wonder I love Arsenal so much.
I like team that possess ball. I like, you could see the way Spain was playing yesterday with the young squad they have. Beautiful football. There was always attack. And I told him yesterday they were going to win it. He was doubting me. Even before I went back and he called me that Spain for the.
What's your final verdict on why the Premier League are refusing the FIFA rule to FIFA technology to come into the
Well, we all know that. So that I'm saying this thing on live. Premier League, I think they like to fist match and stuff like that. So I think because of their mischievous nature, that's why they don't want to accept something like that.
So you agree with those people who said Manchester United have cheated most leagues back in the days when Alex Ferguson used to take time?
I won't actually say yes. I won't actually say no. But it's kind of, because there is a match we won against Chelsea those days. We are, even as a Man fan, we played them 3-2 that Chelsea got 2 red cards out of it. So we all knew that match was rigged. If it's in a modern football like this, something like that wouldn't have happened. So
okay, because of time factor, I'll have to end you there. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Mr. Caleb, on the show today. You guys have been quite delved in your experiences in the football world, and we love that. We love to have you guys next time. We love you guys. Engage with us. Share with us on the comment section. Bye.